Welcome back to, Pure Darkness? Whenever you're ready, OBS, we've got an episode. Give it a second to wake up. There we are. Welcome back to the mighty adventures of RoboDaddy and Sharamis, his recently born robo-wife, who you might remember was printed at the end of yesterday. She's called Robo-Nanny, but I feel like she gets an upgrade to full-blown robo-wife, given that RoboDaddy didn't like the last robo-wife. They weren't able to get on at all. Now, you might notice we are currently limited to speed 1 or pause, which normally implies there's a raid. We've got arguably something much worse than a raid. The guy that we've spent the past few episodes irradiating, that we've given a ridiculous amount of mutations, this almost psychic Hulk that we've got going on, has broken free of the prison and ripped one of the doors clean off its hinges. It also beat the shit out of the Builderbot that was trying to sort the problem back out. The other big issue is that the Shredder turrets can't harm him. And I'm not kidding. It turns out that psionic shield that I thought was a shield against psionics is actually not that at all. What it is a shield made of psionics that deflects against bullets. So we might have an issue here that our Weapon X, if you will, has just escaped from the facility and is about to rip everything apart. So we've got the pikeman on it. I'm hoping they can bring him down. But look, he's got a shield that keeps deflecting all the bullets. We've done no damage to him at all. With 3 shredder turrets and a pikeman. Ah, there we go. That dealt with it. All we had to do was fill him full of... fill him with an absurd amount of shotgun shells. Very nice. In the future, then, we need to get down some less lethal turrets. We need sleeping gas. We need taser turrets. Anything that can stop him going down. I didn't want to send any more reinforcements, and I didn't want to try and change the situation at all, based on the fact that if we were to send in the clowns to try and stop him, it would have actually potentially killed him. Means now we've got to get the doors back on before we can actually capture the guy. Anyway, the comment section, that's you guys, yesterday, in another genius stroke of genius, have suggested some pretty incredible things that we can do. So the first one that I actually like quite a lot, there is a compromise to it though, is to turn the Killbox into one big stockpile and have pullers pull all of the bodies, the weapons, the everything into an I/O port. So we just download the entire contents of the Killbox into our system, which again I've been trying to make it a little bit uniform, perhaps between episodes is the right way to phrase it. So the downside to that is, of course, we can't put a stockpile on top of a growing zone, so we'll have to remove that one. But it does mean that we can do exactly like I said. We can just go ahead and allow all, allow all. There we are, and then set it as low priority, allow rotten, allow fresh, chunks, corpses, the whole lot. Whatever falls in the stockpile will just get immediately downloaded and then sorted with the I/O port. So we'll have something like that. We should probably put 2 pullers just in case one is damaged in the raid. We could hide it in the wall. That's not a bad idea. Put it like there, and then have it conveyor out into an I/O port. I think that's a really good idea. Okay, let's do exactly that then. So we want industrial, we want pullers, preferably. Item puller. Or do we want to use the puller from... This is the puller from Industrial Roller. See, I know how that one works, so I think we'll probably use that one instead. And then we just need to dig a method of... Okay, so here's what we should do, really. We should only have it a very small amount, pull it onto a conveyor, push the conveyor into an I/O port, and then... I see we can convey it straight into an I/O port. I hope that's the case. If not, we can use a pusher, push it into an I/O port, and then we can build the wall back up around it. Because otherwise, if we dig it out into here, it means if someone knocks that thing down, they can basically bypass the entire Killbox, right? So we'll keep it in and we'll concrete it back over when we're done. Okay, we don't have enough aluminium to apparently even build any more doors, so I've had to take him for emergency treatment in the other facility for the time being, and then we'll get him back moved into the radiation chamber. To be honest, given that we've got so few prisoners now, it would make sense to keep all of our radiator characters in the more luxury prison, and then the non-radiator characters we put in the radiation room. So we should bring Lady into here, and then we can move them into there. I feel like locking up a bunch of irradiated, kind of monstrous, super-powered prisoners in one chamber is a terrible idea. If we ever get a prison break with Shari and Blue combined, we could be in for a little bit of, what is that? Oh, just human meat, that's fine. We could be in for a little bit of a difficult fight there. In between episodes, I've been trying to work on tidying everything up, kind of streamlining the stockpile, like I said. So we've got one item now for everything. The only caveat to that is that it is preferred, which means if we want to do some stockpiles, say for buildings, like I said, this is the only downside to having it in the system, is if we make robots or anything, they'll just be dumped in there without being able to see exactly what we've got to work with. So buildings I've set to a slightly higher priority, so they'll take the robots out and just lay them on the floor, so they've got a visual representation of what we've got to do there. Speaking of which, have we made any of the robots? Was that not your job? Haulerbot level 3. Why can't you make that? You're missing a robotic matrix. Why can't you make the robotic matrix? Because we're out of gold. Why? We're not out of gold. Oh, there's just no gold in the system right now. Ah, fuck. Prioritize all in gold then. Get that moved over. There we are. Oh, and there we are. A robot in return. Thank you. Might just get this finished before the next raid turns up. But so I don't know if we're going to have... Oh my god, what are you wearing? We should probably also get Sharamitsis equipped with weaponry, right? That's the whole reason we've got her, is to test out some of this crazy shit. Of course, she alone will not be able to deal with many raids unless we do something really, really interesting with her. Right. Oh, you know what? We're not far off. Hang on. Let's just see if we can finish this off very quickly before this raid turns up. So we want a puller to pull from... Okay. Oh, hang on. Let's bring that down another block there. Okay, so we want a puller pulling from... Hey, there we go. So it pulls from white, I assume. Pulls items from the connected stockpile onto the conveyor belt. Okay, cool. Right, so let's get that done as soon as possible. Are the robots on it, or should I get... Yeah, I've reserved by holding bar. Okay, the robots are on it already. Someone suggested yesterday building a secure bunker with the hyperalloy filled with turrets. I really, really like that idea, just in case of an emergency situation. So we could always build it behind, like, his bedroom or something like that. Just a very, very heavily locked down bunker, maybe with some emergency stuff in it. You know, if we get any more of those spawners, we could fill an entire room of mechanoids, and then if he is on the verge of being killed dead, we just open the doors up and let the mechanoids go free. Oh, that's weird. So we've pulled an item, but now it's just sat waiting. So we need that to be a... So we need a pusher from the belt into the I.O. port. Man, that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Okay. Let's go and... Maybe we could push directly into it. Let's try that first, I guess. So start deconstructing that. And then we'll reinstall you to there when it's gone. Let's just try that out. Maybe we can pull directly to it. Or not. Or connect to power, you weird man. Why have you... Oh, because you need a cable directly up to it. That's a bit strange. So it looks as if it can't pull directly from the stockpile either. So we're going to need to put this back here. We need one block of conveyor and then one pusher. Correct? I have no idea. I don't even think that'll work because it does not count as a... It doesn't count as a stockpile. So I don't know how the hell that will work. That is set to input. That is set... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's try the other type of puller. So we've got those ones. And then we've got item pullers, which are the ones added by... More flexible than the IR pushers pullers and might be more useful. Maybe this is where they would be more useful. Let's try that out instead. It's not working either. Ready. Okay, do it then. Oh, there we are. Okay, so that's pulling it. And now, how do we push it off, though? Allow all? Is that... Oh, you know what? I think that's actually working. Hey, look at that. Wow, nice work, nice work, nice work. I kind of have that builder bot seems to be a little bit stuck there. Oh my god, he's stuck himself in. You fucking fool of a builder bot. Oh, come on. The counter solid blocks though, which is obviously pretty good because it means that enemies... Oh no, we can't put that there, you fool. It means it doesn't matter so much if enemies, if that is there, because they can't pass through it anyway. They can't just climb over the top of it. So we don't really need to worry so much about concrete in this back end, but I will? No, we won't. We need some way to, I suppose, get maintenance on it. 1 hour before the next raid turns up. We've almost finished tidying up from the raid previous. It's taken us the best part of about 5 days. Missing water pump, right? So that's the next job to do, is start working on some of our luxuries. Some of the things that we've had basically since the start of our settlement here. We need to start readjusting at some point. Anyway, let's take a look. 0 hours time, so you guys can come and get drafted in here. We need a weapon for Sharamitsis and RoboDaddy at some point. One of our builders has been destroyed. Oh, it's a level 2 builder. We can get rid of that one. Haulers, I guess, are somewhat more useful. Let's recall the robots then. Recall all. See what we can do here. Are you turned on? Not yet. We'll keep it on a hold fire for the time being. Let's see what we're up against. Oh, fuck. That's a drop pod raid. So much for your... There we are. Okay. So much for your, Killbox, huh? Oh, bollocks. Okay. Bear with me here. We're going to have to use these guys as bait, which is a little annoying, but we can't really do much else, I'm afraid. Wow, this is fucking sucks, huh? We can't do anything about this. We just gotta hope that our auto mortar can really lay it down. We've taken out a couple, to be fair. They've done a pretty decent job, haven't they? That's it. Follow us. Into the kill box. Come on, follow us into the kill box. Stand there. Bait him over. That's what we're after. Good shit. Nice. It's annoying that this was the Blue Moon Corporation that would use the drop pods. Because the Blue Moon Corporation are really, really OP, guys. Okay, get in there. We're going to run through the kill box. It's a reverse kill box right now. They're fleeing! Hey! Man, that was a little bit touch and go there for a second, but man, they fled really early, didn't they? Look at how many are still alive. What the fuck are they doing? They're going through the... No! You fuckers! My radiation project! You can't do that! That was fucking spiteful! What is wrong with you people? I guess maybe that's why they were here. They must be, to have stopped our horrible radiation projects. Or were we committing acts against God and man, and now they're not happy about it? You motherfuckers! Well, to escape, you've got to go through the Killbox, so fucking good luck with that one. Yeah! Get him! Get them all! Oh, I've never been more proud. See that? They immediately got whipped up there. And in fact, can we not just do this? Sorry, my mistake. Can we not just do that? Oh my god, look at him disappear. Oh, this is incredible. What's the downside to covering the entire map in one big stockpile? What's the downside to that? There isn't one. Surely. Is there a limit on the size you can have for it? Can I not just do that and then watch them all get sucked up? Yeah, I mean, that works. Holy shit. This is big. This is big if true. What a mess. What an absolute mess that became, huh? Wow. But again, we've got all their stuff processed immediately, so that's pretty good. So the way it works, they all get sucked up into this one, and then they go to other areas depending on the priority. So I believe right now all those corpses are actually stored in this machine until one of the... Yeah, there you go. Until the other bots will come and tidy that up later on. What we really should do is have an IO input into this thing with a higher priority, because that way we can suck it straight out of there and move it to the other one. In fact, I could automate that, couldn't I? We could basically add a... I assume you can pull from these, right? They've got an output... Yeah, they've got an output direction there. So why don't we add a puller and take it directly from this thing onto a conveyor. And then we have to do a pusher off of that, don't we? And then we do a pusher off, and we gotta wait for it to... Gotta wait for that to finish first. I did try and do an autopsy on the guy that died, on Blue, the guy that we heavily irradiated. It didn't do anything, just give us a bunch of regular, boring old human organs. So I had RoboDaddy eat his corpse fully. It took many attempts. It was just shoving it down his throat over and over and over. It took him a very, very long time. Lots of hard flesh going right down his... Anyway, long story short, it didn't do anything. Unfortunately, he did not get superpowers from eating a man. Ooh, the embrasures are still coming along. I didn't realize that we had any hyperalloy. I guess production probably started back up now. Right, so we're lacking uranium, but I think that's just down to the hauling bots really to get that shit moved over. No, we are actually out of uranium. Why? Did I not tell them to mine uranium? Oh, well, that's a bit silly. It's no wonder we're not making any hyperalloy, you big moron. Okay, let's do let's do until like 1,000 and then unpause at what, like 333? I think that'll do it. And then we'll go ahead and obviously give that to every single one of these guys. It takes them a long time to mine that. Wow. Okay. Well, it's good that I found it sooner rather than later in that case. So is this working then? So you should pull from this. Oh, that's where your output is. Does that mean that... Does that mean I need to move that over a block so it's pulling from the output? How the hell does this work? Bear with me. Allow rotten, allow fresh, allow foods. Yeah, and then that needs to... I was kind of hoping we could pull directly from it into an IO port. Otherwise, the... I mean, let's also hook that up to the cooled storage unit. That way, if the hauling bots do find anything they want, they can just do it until I've set things up here. What am I missing? And then foods as important priority, because that's preferred. Okay. That doesn't have a priority associated with it. Maybe I have genuinely just put it in the wrong place, because the output is there and I've built it on top of the output. Oh, good. Why don't we just reinstall it there, see if that works, rather than fuck around with everything else. How are we looking now? Still nothing, huh? I don't know. I don't know how that works. It doesn't really matter either way, right? Because the hauling bots can do it probably faster than the conveyors will be able to move it anyway. So we'll put it right there. I think the output is just specifically for people interacting with it and taking items out of it and things like that. So as long as we leave that there with the with a slightly higher priority input, obviously on the cooled storage unit, the hauling bot should deal with that anyway. There we are. We're back on production for the alloy fusion now. What the hell are we doing? This is the weirdest base with the weirdest things that we're messing around with. We've got like antimatter production, robot factories. We've got prisoner radiation. It's just so strange. This is, of course, going to become a hydroponics bay very soon. We've got all sorts of crazy bionic production. Obviously, that needs to be kind of ramped up here. But we've taken control of pretty much all the other aspects of the lab at this stage, so we can start expanding into another area. So we've got the choice of bionics or hydroponics. I think hydroponics to start off with, mainly because there was also a comment on yesterday's episode that said, I've never really done mass crazy hydroponics production. Given that we've got a way to already refine / cook whatever we get from the hydroponics, I think it could be quite a cool idea to give that a go. Let me just finish putting some lights around the lab, because it's getting pretty dark in here, and then we'll see what we can do with that. There's a pretty crazy amount of hydroponics added by the very, very, very end game. What's the mod called again? It's like Science Never Stops. That's it. The one that adds the absurd research that we will probably never get around to. As much as I'd love to, it takes so damn long. There are a couple of other ones, though. There is artificial ecosystems, which we obviously queued up yesterday and have finished researching since then. We've got regular hydroponics, too, which we've unlocked. So why don't we take a look? Actually, sprinklers. Things like that probably wouldn't go amiss to start off with as well. Let's go sprinkler. Now, we don't have to necessarily build hydroponics more than we have to build. We have skylights, so we could just build a greenhouse more than a hydroponics bay. Are those the only sprinklers available? We've got irrigation as well. We've got fire suppression or automatic farming. Oh, that's interesting. And we should also have sunlight pillars as well from what are they called? Pillars. Oh, we're not using the pillars mod this time around. That's unlike me. I really liked that last time. I guess I've removed it because obviously it would be way too overpowered with this mod pack where everything is so nicely balanced. I don't know why I've removed that one. We don't have skylights anyway, do we? Structure. Unless it's been reorganized somewhere else, I don't believe we have. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, weird. We do have pillars. Oh, they're called columns, not pillars. Okay. My bad. I'll admit it. So they'll actually hold the ceiling up too, so I can actually replace these ones with the sunlight pillar. Is there a way we can ram kind of all of them in here? Let's put one there. I want to maximize farm space, but not have any gaps at all in... Unless we redo the room so it matches the size of the pillars a bit more adequately. That probably wouldn't hurt. There's also a comment that said apparently combat suppliers are more likely to carry the spawners than exotic goods traders, which is weird, because I was told completely the opposite, but we'll try it either way. But anyway, we've only got one. Battle Droid assembly kit. Oh, cool. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we'll obviously buy the psychic stuff because we need that for our psychic training, which is another thing I want to carry on with today. We'll buy these tech prints. I don't know which ones we have and haven't got. We'll buy them and obviously sell them on if we don't need them anymore. Sleeping gas canisters. So we just finished our own research into that type of thing, so that's not too relevant. These are expanded prosthetics. Muscle stimulator we might as well pick up because that is the mod we're trying to use this time around. Yeah, wow, there's already fucking nothing we want here. Oh, hang on. Chaperone mine assembler. 2 of them. Christmas came early. There's also an arcade machine that we'll pick up. We've already got an on-screen television. The radio, why not? We might as well get some luxury going on here. A big fuck-off jade statue I'm into. Aluminium monument. Yeah, fine. Let's go a little bit crazy. We're hoarding all this silver, and for what? So that we can buy occasionally a spawner, maybe once every 5 episodes? Let's go a bit more mad with things. We can always make more silver. I bought the mechanoid parts, the mechanoid chips, and hive data, seeing as what the heck is now viable, given that we've got spawners for mechanoids. I bought all of their medicine, because I figured that couldn't hurt, could it? We've got Wake Up, Flu Easy, and ibuprofen. How much did hyperalloy sell for? Only 141. That's actually a lot lower than I expected. Wow. To say they need hypercomponents to produce it, it's fairly cheap by comparison, isn't it? Wait, hypercomponents, are they ours? Oh, we've got one spare. I was going to say, if they're selling any, we obviously want those. Side trainers are obviously ours. We haven't got blinding pulse. We might as well pick that one up. I wonder if Robo Mummy can train in regular Rimworld psychic powers, the royalty psychic powers. That would be interesting. I think the only way to do that is obviously get quests. As someone pointed out as well, the reason we might not be getting quests is where... technically, we had a game over. Where RoboDaddy went into the psychic chamber, it might have actually flagged our colony as now dead as dicks, which is why we're not getting any quests. I don't know if there's a way to request it. I'll see if there are any mods that maybe redo or at least somewhat affect the system. It's 33,000 gold. Goodbye. The chaperone mine assemblers sound exactly what we needed, though, so we've got one there. Where did the other one land? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, whatever. I'm sure we'll find it in a minute. Right, did I only buy one by accident? No. You know, we'll take a look in a second. So we've got a pipeline assembler there. Somebody said on last episode to put them in a building. They won't leave the building, but obviously when we've got a raid, we can just open the doors and then they'll all be released, which will be far more convenient than having them wandering around the whole base. So we'll stick them in there for the timing. We'll just double check. We definitely bought both of those, didn't we? Well, buildings will get put over here, so we won't be mixed up. No, we definitely only got one. I wonder if the weird stack bug we've had last time has happened again. Where it put them together as the same pack, and then when you install it... Oh, sorry, the same stack, and then when you install it, it only counts as one. Oh, I just didn't buy the other one. Very weird. Why would I have done that? Oh, well. Here. You can have some gold for your troubles. Oh, God. 1,000 gold for your troubles? Shit. Well, the miners are going to be busy. We've got everything from a fabrication bench I think we need. And we'll keep one around, just because it might come in handy at some point. You know, we might unlock more... Whoa. It's better than biological brain in almost every way. We could download RoboDaddy into that, I guess, instead. What are we looking at there? Manipulation 5%, 125% efficiency. I might have looked at that yesterday. That's actually very good. Although I feel like doing brain surgery on our key character might be a little bit dangerous. Why is there no power over the side of the base? What's going on? Oh. Oh, that's a bit weird. Okay, God knows what happened there. With this setup, this is where we can grow. And to be honest, it wasn't a terrible sized growing zone anyway. How much of the overlap do we have there, though? Quite significantly, so we could actually install those down there and take the whole thing, or cover the whole thing. Then we could put some sprinklers around that as well. But we do need room for sprinklers, so we could put them up in the corners. I don't know how much size they take up. Let's take a look here. Obviously, I've got to redo all the water grid as well in a second, because that's kind of fallen by the wayside a little bit. What are we looking for? Sprinkler, 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 sprinkler. Husbandry, that's right. Don't know why it counts as sprinkler, but there we are. Oh, sorry, why it counts as husbandry. So we could put it there. Okay, we put one there. And then we just go ahead and cover each. So that one needs to go there. That one needs to go there. And that should cover the whole thing with Tasty Sprinkle and also... Oh, no. Tasty Sprinkle and also sunlight. Now, we've also got these artificial ecosystems. One advanced component per? What? Oh, wow. They're also 50 watts a piece. Grow plants quickly in an artificial sealed ecosystem, which can be configured to effectively grow picky plants. Oh, cool. Oh, it's already got sun lamps. Okay. Is that going to be more efficient, do you think, than having this style system where we have the sprinklers, we have the sun columns, and we'd be able to use, in this situation, the septic tank, oh, God, what is it called? Fertilizer. That's what I'm after. That's the word, fertilizer, to fertilize the soil. So we've seen this in previous series, of course. We got up to, like... I mean, it was like 500%, wasn't it, by the time we were done? Fertilizer, sewage sludge composting. We've already got that in irrigation. Yeah, we're already good. That was 500%. So why don't we put down a couple of these tillable artificial ecosystems to start off with, see what they get up to, and if they're any good, we'll just fill the whole room with those instead. We've got a robot trader here that sells Omnibots. Now, I did say that we wouldn't craft them, but buying them isn't such an issue, because of course we bought them before, right? We bought the level 5 hauling bots previously. Omnibots, I believe, do everything, though. They're a little bit overpowered. I mean, at this stage of the game, what isn't overpowered, though? I could be persuaded, and realistically, how is it going to help us at all? You know, a level 5 builder-bot would be way more useful. I mean, what can an Omnibot do that we haven't already got? We could sit at the drill all day, I guess? I genuinely don't think we've got any work for an Omnibot. It would just be kind of like a backup bot, really. I guess I could buy one. Only because I don't think we've got fuck all. It's got 3 of the damn things. Good God. And the second, of course, I sell all of our shit so that we can't afford it. What have we got? We've got a load of antimatter composite. Here, take 1,000 of it. Take 2,000 antimatter composite. We've got so much, I've actually just turned the antimatter machines off. Let's buy a couple of Omnibots. And then we'll see if we can make up for the other cost with some... I don't know. What are we not using right now? Drone modules? I don't even know where we'd begin to use those. There we are. Okay, let's see what these things actually do, because they used to be very overpowered, but the fact they only cost 13,000 implies to me they might have been pretty heavily nerfed. Oh, shit. They're in a stack of 2. So the issue with that is, as we found before, when you install them in a stack of 2, you lose both of them. So let's try it. Yep, they're gone. They are gone forever. Okay, well, never mind. Hey, we paid very much over what we should have paid for one Omnibot. But it's just kind of a useful little extra to have around, I guess. We've got no specific jobs for it, so it's not going to be massively overpowered, I guess. Brrainz is coming along very nicely as well. We've only got another, what is that, like 8 on each side to finish off? 9? 10. Close enough. We've only got 10 on each side now to finish, and then we've got ourselves a very, very powerful Killbox. What are we going to do with the rest of the Hyper Alloy? So really, we've got a choice. We could start working on the RoboDaddy super secret special bunker, where no one will ever kill him. Oh my god, it's doing... I don't know the fact the robots are doing the dissections for us there. They're doing the autopsies. We've given them a little bit too much power, but fine. You know what? Automatic... Ooh, what's that? Adrenaline rib. Oh, cool. We could start work on the bionics, or we start work on the hydroponics. I think we need to get our drugs labs back off the ground, because it's been a long time since we've actually done anything with our drugs lab. The rice plants in this have 350% growth rate. Well, let's swap this over to rice so that we can get a good comparison here. They've got 100% fertility sensitivity. That's 100%, but we don't have the sprinklers hooked up yet. So we'll finish off our... We'll finish off our new water grid, and then we'll see how those work together. Whoa, look at that thing. Wow. A workbench for disassembling psychic artifacts, creating psychic equipment, and even creating a Athenium. Okay. And then we also want our psychic trainer back down, wherever the hell that thing is. Psychic trainer, there we are. We'll put that in the recreation room, as I have a feeling that is, I mean, somewhat recreational, right? Let's start decorating them. Oh, there's actually a decor... Oh, right, but we don't really have any decoration mods enabled. The vanilla expanded mod pack has a really huge amount of decorative things included. I haven't included it in this one because we've already got a lot of bulk, but I could be persuaded to add it back now that we've actually got a room to decorate for him. Oh my god. Wow. If any item so much as touches the floor, we get the whole base just swarming on it in no time. What was that ear? Did you see that? Excuse me, get rid of meat 4. There was an ear there. Whoa, mutated lung. Hang on a minute. Hang on, did it work? Is that what you're telling me? Animal implant? Mechanoid order... Whoa, 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 what the hell is that? How strange. We've got a lot of Archotech stuff too. Yeah, I want to start working on bionics now. I want to start working on making RoboDaddy. He'll be the psychic master, and I feel like Sharamis will turn into the bionics master, because for her, the bionics are going to become a lot more relevant. The fact that she is potentially going to be on the front line with these powerful weapons. So extract Athenium. Is that not what we were doing anyway? Oh, but that gives 20. Oh, wow, yeah, okay, do forever. And then that one gave 10. Okay, fair enough. So get rid of that. Make sure we're never using that one. That's a bit of a waste there that we've unfortunately gone through, but that's all right. So we've got all of his abilities now. I believe we've got everything researched anyway. We'll double check. That integrates the use of science in the social interactions, making the sound more understanding. We get 20% hearing on that one. Okay. Influence gives 20% talking. Precision, 20% manipulation. That's very good. Alacrity is probably rest, I assume. 20% moving. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Overdrive, 20% blood pumping. Understandable. Oh, God. There's loads of them. Purity gives blood filtration. We've got conversion, gives metabolism. Wow, these are very cool. I can see why you would go for either psychic or... And in the base game... not the base game, but in the way the base is set up for the mod, you can't have bionics and psychics working simultaneously. Otherwise, the more bionics you have, the less powerful your psychic abilities are. And obviously, I removed that because we've only got RoboDaddy, so I wanted to actually be able to test this out. Otherwise, we're just nerfing him to the ground. But now that we've got it back, I wouldn't mind maybe reverting that a little bit. Anyway, let's keep going through and see what we've got here. So we've got Sight plus 20 is pretty powerful. Capacitance gives Psi energy. Focus gives regen, and obviously attunement gives sensitivity. Okay, fair enough. And then we've got all of this crap. Train animal chance. Trade price improvement 7.5%. That would be pretty massive, given that some of the things we've been buying recently. 30% negotiation is incredible. And then we've got all the combat things. Okay, and those are the subconscious abilities. What about the awoken abilities then? Mind Soothe allows us to use Soothe. Breaks the target out of their current mental state. That's pretty big. We've got Psi Heal. Heals the target using psychic energy. Maybe we could cast that on himself. That seems pretty good. Mind Link. Grants the user a portion of the target's skills, but only for the skills which the target is worse at. Interesting. So we could blast Sharamis with that, I assume, and give her some of his skill set. Interesting. We've got Inspire. Gives them an inspiring thought. Okay, understandable. And then we've got Mind Suppression. I think first things first, because none of those are really going to change the world. Let's give another Q on that one. Let's go for Transcendent abilities first. That will unlock a Transcendent ability when we finish this. And then we'll see what we can add in that one. I assume, given the name, that those have got to be the most powerful psychic abilities, right? Wave 49 coming in 0 hours. RoboDaddy's still locked in the psychic trainer. How long's that got on it? 0.96 days. Okay. Call the fleet home for a while then. That'll give to our drills actually time to get their shit together. Wave 50. Nothing. No wave 50. Well done, team. What? We just got away with a free wave. That's a bit silly. Damn it, I need more prisoners for my prison. You can't just not send me a wave. Ugh. It's just really annoying because we're kind of in a stage right now where we need that. What were you doing to Shari? What are you doing to him? Were you about to operate on him? Or were you about to take his legs? Okay, good. Won't stay in bed. She keeps taking him to bed and then he keeps getting back out of bed. Well, I don't know why that was so funny. What is it doing? This game has lost its fucking mind. You need to, like, anesthetize him or something. Okay, he's gone to sleep. So maybe now you can actually get over there and pull him apart. Let's try it now. Shari is sleeping. Cannot harvest new material? Why? You're telling me you've got no medicine? I don't think you're telling me the truth there, team. I mean, the flower's growth rate with the sprinkler is only 117% because the sprinkler does decay over time. Whereas in these, it's up 350% at all times without having to worry about fucking sprinklers. So, fine. Fine. You know what? You've won. No natural plant growing in this place, thank you. Get rid of them all. Oh, okay. Maybe not those ones. Hang on. Laughable man, bringing your nature here. There is no nature. There is only cold, hard science and robots. Get out. If it can't be automated, we're not interested. Build up these artificial ecosystems. There we go. What's the best way to go about this? Concentric circles with a 2x2 zone? I assume they can climb over the top, right? If they can climb over the top, we just turn the whole fucking room into one big... Yeah. Yeah, okay. That seems good. Oh! They were late. The raid is here, but they were late. It's Unimatrix 14. Why were they late? Seems weird as well that the Borg would just turn up randomly. No, they weren't late. It was tactics. It was to get us into a false sense of security so that then they could turn up and take us by surprise. Which quite clearly hasn't worked. Okay, well, let's see what they've got then. Unfortunately, Borg don't make for good prisoners, as we found out previously. Did I ever finish the research into being able to keep a pet Borg? Production. Production somewhere. Production, there it is. Borg. Nope, we didn't actually finish the research. Okay. Assimilated power technologies or adapted assimilation technology? No. We need a, what is it called? A food dispenser. Food. The hell is it called? Paste dispenser. That's what we're after. Paste. So that needs nanite research. What is nanite research lacking? Adaptive Borg research. Okay, so we've got to do that one first. Adapted Borg research? Good God. Borg assimilation technology? What are you talking about? Adapted Borg... Huh? Requires what? Hang on. Missing adapted Borg research bench. Okay, so the technology isn't called that. Research bench is microelectronics, rim atomics, machine learning, advanced bionics. Is it advanced bionics? Is that what we're missing? Oh, there we are. What? Adaptive Borg research bench is in advanced bionics. Of course it would be. Why wouldn't it be? Oh my God, the mines are out there. The chaperone mines have just started charging them down. There they go. Go, little chaperone mine. Stick to cover. Get in there. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, if not a little bit weird. And I assume our pikemen are coming down too. They are. That's a good straight for the pikemen to get him on. Unless he charges into battle. He's doing an alright job. He's a distraction more than anything else. Yep, there we are. They've swarmed him now. He knocked one down with melee. That's unlikely. Ah, that makes more sense. Yeah, Borg plasma cannon got him. Okay, let's see what we've got then. Will we survive this very mediocre Borg raid? I think the answer is fairly obvious. The tragic thing is, they're dying outside of the Killbox, which has given our haulers a lot more work. Damn it. How can we stop that from happening in the future? How can we make it so that they enter... we'd have to pull the whole wall back, which we can. Pull the wall back and have them enter, like, here. And then bring the Killbox... bring the stockpile forward. Oh, we can bring the stockpile forward anyway. Oh, shit. Well, there we go. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, he's done with his psychic training, man. Okay. He just emerged. What can we put in the transcendent abilities? Nothing. Hey? There's nothing we can put in there. Is there still more research to do in the psychic powers, then? Oh, shit. Transcendent. Psi-transcendence. Yep, that'll be it. I missed some of the research. To be fair, it is into Archotech level technologies. So there's not much of a surprise there. We've also got Battlefield Mastery. Oh, cool. Anti-meta railgun, I feel like we have to build to give to to give to Sharamis. Oh, there's also Athenium. Wow, I've missed a lot of stuff. Good God. Oh, there is one thing I didn't even notice. The Killbox is done. The hyper-alloy Killbox. Now, what we really need are hyper-alloy walls on the outside, because what we're finding right now is we're ripping these walls apart much faster than the enemies can even get through. What we want to do, I think, is make it so that the enemies can... So do what I basically said before, where we expand this a little bit. Yeah, we can afford to cut that off there. That's not a problem. Expand it through, have them walk through the middle of the wall and then pop out here. Because that way if they die, or if they're shot, they're going to die within range of the... They're going to die within the stockpile. That's a little more what I had in mind. So what's going to happen now, when we've obviously finished it off here, the enemies will come through these zones, and they'll... Oh, I remember why I didn't finish that, so we can put out a fucking hyper-alloy, you moron. The enemies will come through this gap here. They'll enter, and then they'll all be caught in the kill box, but they're still going through the swamp. I've also thinned out these rows a little bit, because it's taken our building bots way, way, way too long to actually get out there and adjust things. What I really should do, if I was smart, is I'd put probably a few doors on one side so they could actually get through. In fact, why don't we do exactly that before we let them do anything else? Otherwise, it's going to take them fucking hours to get anything done. But with the hyper-alloy too, the chance of these walls actually being destroyed is going to be very slim. They will need repairing after each raid, sure, but they won't get annihilated every single raid like they have been. I'm pretty happy to leave it there for today. We had a bit of a lack of war crimes, I will admit. I mean, besides the part where I had RoboDaddy eat a mutant man to try and gain his powers. It's been very war crimes light. So tomorrow I'll see if I can line something up. I'll do a little bit of research into what else we've got going on in this mod pack that we can exploit some prisoners with. And of course some prisoners will come in handy, so hopefully we won't miss any raids. Kind of annoying that that other one didn't turn up. The one thing I'm going to leave it on, because this is really fucking annoying, is growing NukaFrog. However, as you may know, NukaFrog requires 7 skill. Because none of our downed colonists do not have that, this plant will not be sown. It doesn't tell you that once. It tells you that for every single time we've tried to change it. Which is over 200 times, bear in mind we've got the other half of this thing to do. So, we're going to leave that there for today. I'm going to sit here and click through the rest of these, and then tomorrow we should have some hydroponics nicely underway. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I promise more war crimes tomorrow, because again, today was very war crimes light, wasn't it? Thank you to the insane top tier level patrons for making the channel possible in the first place. A big thank you goes out to Crow Skull, Nikki Sticks, My Name is Indio, Distorted Triangle, Justin Rules, Scans, Silkworm, Sweetsea, Bacon Kitten, Tom Terror 18, Rage Dragon, Taj, Kamar Ishmael, Darthhawk, Pelvis Presley, Scared Blueberry, and everyone else at the insane tier levels on Patreon for making the channel possible in the first place. Thank you guys for going to the highest tier of channel support to keep things ticking along smoothly, because war crimes are not YouTube approved, tragically enough. Thank you as well to Couch Sitter, Flom, Mason Fireblast, Warcat, Lampy, Emerald Beam, Hey, I'm Alex, Hoopalia, Valkyrie, Calron24, Evan Dragon 323, Devorda, Attila, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Lazarus, and the other patrons as well for also keeping this channel going. Big thank you to you guys. See you all tomorrow after I've got RSI from clicking 400 times.